Good morning, everyone. My name is George Kosch, and I'm the CEO of World Profit. Right out of the gate today, we're going to really explode your minds and go right back to the basics. I hate to say it, but we've had a couple of people that think they were doing everything right and sort of missed, well, they kind of missed the boat. I'm going to go through that, and we're going to get right into it because this is critical. This is enormously important. I've said how to get started so many times that it's just, I'm not even going to see this slide right here. I now realize that there are people that are not getting this. They're just not getting it. That the whole idea is promotion. The stuff like signing up for ClickBank and making your site pretty, getting, around the menus and things, that's not what's important. What's important is understanding that you have to generate leads. And that the leads come from places where people that are desperate hang out. A lot of successful people hang out there, but mostly desperate people looking for a way to build a business and be taught the proper way to do it. And that's what I'm here to help you with. Telling people to do the video in a couple of cases hasn't worked. And I'm not clear on the reasons, but after 25 plus years of doing this, it's easy to see why it's hard to kind of deprogram people. They come in with a sort of a setting in their mind that this is the way it is, and that's final. The problem is, just like I had when I first started in my business with a laundromat and a little piece of paper that I put up on the laundromat, and it had those, when you have those little slices with your phone number, and it was to sell computers. And this laundromat was super busy. It was one of the busiest ones ever, and it had people going through it. They had, 800 washing machines, and I thought, how could this fail? And it failed. I got one or two calls, but when I went in there, the little strips of, my phone number, there was only 2 or 3 missing after 2 months. So I thought, why? How could this be? So skipping right along here, we're going to go into today's topics. And I don't want you to even look at these slides because I'm going to shock you. You're going to say to yourself, this can't be. How is it? What is it, guy crazy? Yeah, in a way, you have to deprogram people by forcing them to wipe the slate. And one of the problems that I found is people want to sell stuff to make money. They have their own business, or they go into ClickBank and they say, I want to sell because I want to make money. And I want it quickly. They don't want to build the business. They just want to promote and just see the magic. And one of the biggest problems is they're trying to sell products to these lists of people in places like Facebook, safe lists, traffic exchanges, classified ad boards, rather than generating leads over time. Which is the secret. Some people are coming in and I had a gentleman put in the diamond rotator, and he's got his ads running, and that's fine. And he got 25 clicks. Okay, so each click is, say, 30 cents. So he's got really $6 of value, and he's asking, well, where's the magic? When does this all start? And I looked at ad tracker and everything. Everything was really not. There's no promotion of any kind, just this one. Just I put it in there and I expect something. And that's not how it works. It's actually a day job or a part-time job where we're trying to get you to post as much as possible to as many possible places, but posting the right thing. The ad examples. The ad examples are basic. They are very quick to read. They're very easy to understand by a person that is in a safe list or an exchange, and they're sitting on a page for 10 seconds. So you look at this site and you say to yourself, well, there's not a lot here. Just benefits. Here's what you get. 500,000 free credits, Sign up, no strings attached. Name, email, and done. Okay? Not a big long workshop video, nothing. Just basic page. And that's what I want people to start with. As you get better and better, sure, you can use video landing pages because you're gonna learn more about, well, this site is good for this and this site is good for that. This type of ad works here, Facebook works here. But when you first start out, you should follow the basics, which are, let's get that ad out to as many safe lists and exchanges as you can handle. I sent a video to a gentleman about building his list. This is the whole idea of this, is you want to have people come in onto your list and go from there and build the list, and then you can sell your list something. And that is the basic concept of selling product, selling Amazon, selling JVZoo to a list that you've created of associates that are in your prospect manager, then you can mail them. I sent that to a gentleman and he said, oh, so this won't work for selling products. And I just, so you watch the video about how you promote, build a list, then send the product sales information to the list. And that won't work. You're on the list, and that's why you bought the silver membership. Remember where you are and where you came from too. When you start to sort of think, well, does this work? Think about your sponsor. Your sponsor has probably been in the program for several months and probably gone through what you're going through and got a hit, meaning you came in and signed up. Okay, so it does work, but it does take time and you have to build the business. And that's why this whole idea of the basic lead funnel is what you need to focus on, is you're going to promote to generate leads through safe listing exchanges, and then you'll say to yourself, well, now I get it. I can't just sell people things because, well, if they don't want it, they just leave. Back to the laundromat. The people that pulled, the 2 or 3 people that pulled the phone number off, I don't know who they are. I don't know of all the people that went through there. Right? I don't know who they are. There could be 1,000 people that looked at the board, for my selling a computer, and they just walked by. But when I was a pilot in the lounge with all of my pilot buddies, do you know who I sold the computer to? Somebody on my list, right? Because I'm with them every day. Think about it in the real world. All the people your circle of friends, that's kind of your list, isn't it? It's like the house list. So if you're selling something or you're promoting something, like you want to sell your old phone, you go to them and they're probably going to get it off you. So that's how that works. You have to get people on your list, and then you can do things such as ClickBank, Amazon, JVZoo, etc. Okay? That's the advertising big picture that a few people are really missing. And sadly, it takes time. We've had members for over 20 years. And the way they did it will shock you. Well, they deprogrammed their minds from scattering out ads and things like that for products to, I want to build a business. And I want to build the business off my website, my domain, that I've registered and that I own and control. And I'm in this for the long term. I'm not here for dabbling. The deprogramming is when the dabbling stops. And when you realize that you absolutely have to settle in, buy a house, which is your website, and work from there forever. Does anybody have a question about that? Any questions, any clarification needed? I'm going to keep it short today because I want this to be a workshop that I have recorded and that I send to some people that just really need a chat, that need just that eye-opener that says to them, I just didn't get that. And what I'm trying to do in this talk is to hit a nerve. I want to get the nerve that people have where I can trigger the light bulb. Where you say to yourself, okay, so if I buy into, I have my autoresponder with this company and my landing pages with this, and it's all there. They're all shiny and they're great. But they won't work unless you have this concept of, I have to generate a list. I have to build a list of members. And I learned something a very hard way many years ago, over 20 years ago, that I had the same tools as many others did in this business. And the problem was, I thought I had it right. I thought I was doing things right. And we, as a team, never ever got the concept of building a list. We used to just have people come to worldprofit.com. Want to buy some hosting, want to learn how to be an entrepreneur, that kind of, all the stuff we have now in a much more simpler format, obviously 25 years ago, was there. But we said, take it or leave it. Here's the cost, sign up now or go away. And then we started to discover that they went away. Oh, we made some sales, of course. But what really ended up happening is when we invited them in to a member area for free, to kick the tires, to see some videos, to talk to us, to figure out what this all was about. Our sales increased 10,000 plus %. We bought a building, we hired 15 staff. That's how much money we had. Do you know how much it cost for one staff member for 1 year back then? About $40,000. We hired 15 people within 3 years. We bought a building for over $500,000 cash. That's how many people came in when we got the concept down. But before that, we worked out of a house on a kitchen table because we just didn't get it. Just didn't make any sense. Like, why aren't people buying this stuff? The Diamond Rotator is $37 a year. It's designed to get people into that mindset. Get your ads in, get them running. But what I found is in some cases, that's where people end. They put in their traffic blaster, they put in the rotator, they figure this is it. And then you say to them, well, that's about $100 of advertising. Because there's a lot of people in the rotators and the traffic blasters, right? A lot of people in there. It's meant to get you going, to get you actually physically moving, mouse moving, putting in ads. But it was not meant to end and just go on a vacation and then count your money as it rolls into the bank account. That's not how marketing works on any platform anywhere on earth. Doesn't exist that way. Marketing is a continuous function of work. I know a gentleman that owns, well, he used to own 5 Tim Hortons coffee and donuts. And he is he's like the oldest owning, he started with Tim Hortons over 50 years ago. He had a 50-year plaque. And all he talks about is, well, they're doing this big promotion and they're promoting this and this is a special. And you think, every time I go to a Tim Hortons, there's a lineup of cars. What are you doing? Like, it doesn't, to somebody who doesn't have any training in marketing, all you go, they're promoting. They have commercials on TV. They've got hockey commercials. They sponsor this. And you think, when does it end? Like, when do you get so powerful and have so many customers? And when does it end? Like, when can I just take a break? Well, you can't. That's how marketing works. That's why Walmart has sales every day. That's why Walmart has ads everywhere. They sell, you ever get your newspaper? And it's got like a whole center section of Walmart. And then there's computer stores. And there's a whole bundle now in the middle of newspapers that's completely marketing, sales. And that's because you're on a list, aren't you? You're subscribed to their newspaper, so they're not going to lose you, but they'll keep after you until you buy something. So that's why when I look at an ad tracker and I see nothing. Now, I want to kind of leave off, like today's a short day. I've got a ton of things on the go right now with the business, of course. It's going great, but we're doing some upgrades. We use the summer to update all kinds of things in the background, but I want to show you something, and this is the shocker. Many years ago, I had somebody say to me, well, George, you think you're so smart? Why don't you do some promotion and show us what these clicks are? And I thought, you know what, I'll build a list and I'll build a business. And I did. I built a silver website. I became a silver member. And for 2 years, I did the promotion and I built a giant list. And I sold to that list. And I have still, in my carryover commissions, I left it in there. I'm not going to show it to you. But it's in the multi-thousands of dollars from people that purchased from me during those 2 years. It was so successful that I created FastTrack. I decided, I'm done. I proved it. And by the way, the gentleman that dared me, I sent him an email every week with an update. And I showed him the amount. And he went away. He never replied, of course, but I know he got the email. So to me, that was a moment where I said, okay, I've done the proof. I've had my fit. I've proven the system without a doubt. I never used my name when I promoted because the people, oh, he's the CEO, yeah, we'll sign up. And I created FastTrack. FastTrack is the co-op that people can sign up for, and I do the promotion and the lead generation and everything. So what I wanted to show you today is very simple. I did a promotion. It lasted from 8:37 to 8:45. So it took me 8 minutes using this program here called Link Magic, which I have my logins. You can see a video in here. It shows me using it. But let's go take a look at the results now of my promotion from approximately 30 minutes ago. And remember, this took 8 minutes. So far we're at 112 clicks. And I want you to really burn this in your mind. Burn it in there. I called it A1 Demo Ad Example. And you're wondering, well, what's A1 Demo Ad Example? Well, it's just this URL, Easy Traffic Max, and you'll notice there's no ID on the end of it. The reason is this is for FastTrack, okay? But I masked it so I can track it and track the links. Well, let's see. Guaranteed Solo Mails. Look at these clicks. Pangea, Guaranteed Solo, the Mr. Safe List. All of these clicks that you're seeing are from 30 minutes ago. Look at them all. They're constantly coming. They're going to come in all day long. They'll easily be over 200 clicks. It took me, I'm going to just say it just took me 10 minutes of promotion. Now I use the proper tools to make things fast, to make things efficient, which you will learn. You see how these other days I didn't promote. I don't cloak my links at all. I just send out Easy Traffic Max or whatever other, and they all go to random dealers. That's the way FastTrack works. Okay? 112 clicks. Now, when I've looked at so many people's ad trackers that are saying it doesn't work, and I'm confused, I don't know what to do, I always send them back to the basics. Start here. Watch this video, make sure you've kind of set up your profile and everything, and then get down and watch this video to teach you how to promote, tips and tricks and things like that. Okay? So it's there, it's possible, and you've seen it with your own eyes. This does work. And people will sign up, and they will join the program under somebody in the FastTrack, who is in the FastTrack co-op. And again, they're real people, and it's real promotion, okay? You can always log in, get some help from our Live Business Center. We have a Facebook group, World Profit Community, to help out. I urge you to upgrade to the Platinum VIP membership. If you want a quote, we're coming up on our early summer offer. This is an offer made normally in July and August, but Sandy Hunter, our president, has told me that she's If you send in a quote to contact support, she's going to set you up with this incredible upgrade offer, prepaid for a year. You get too many things to go through. It's awesome, and it's well worth it. Okay? So I'm going to leave everybody with that. This is going to be recorded and posted probably to later today or tomorrow. And I will use this workshop here as hopefully a deep programming, eye-opening, just let's get you promoting video that I'm going to send out to new people who really, really need clarification of what works and what doesn't work. But I can promise you one thing, what works is right here under Start Here. Finally, the last point I'm going to make, we're always here 7 days a week to support you. Fill out a support ticket, keep it short and sweet, and let me know what you need help with. If you need your ad tracker looked at, promise me one thing before you fill that support ticket in. I want you to go to the ad tracker, and I hope it's full of clicks like this is. This took me under 10 minutes. And these clicks are coming in. We got another click there while we're waiting to another page I'm advertising. Okay? So everybody have a great weekend. Summer's going. It's just fantastic. Okay? Take care.